Hi, I'm Shay,
And I'm Shealyn.
and this is Shea Scare Lounge. And today we are continuing on with the last couple legs of our road trip, and we are in Nevada. So we're doing the Hills Have Eyes. If you can't tell from our background here, the original 1977 Hills Have Eyes, not the remake.
Yeah, I tried not to watch the remake because
No.
I know you'd be like, can you stop talking about the remake? So I made a point not to. I mean, I'd watched it in the theater when it came out, traumatized me enough. So,
Yes, I almost walked out.
yeah. What, in the beginning? Like that movie, all I remember is there's like a rape scene in the beginning, right? Or
Yes,
something,
there is a rape
or
scene at the beginning.
yeah.
Like it's similar to this in the sense that, this is more like in the desert, and the
Yeah.
remake is like it's in the desert, but it's also like among this town where they used to do like testing for bombs and
Nuclear testing,
nuclear,
yeah.
yeah, nuclear testing. So all the people that live there end up getting this
Okay.
radiation. So that's why they're more distorted in the remake, and there's more defects because of the radiation in the town, because people stayed, because some people just wanted to stay. And this one
Whereas
is
this one,
more, yeah,
the guy he said kind of like he had a baby and it came out like a monster, right? That's how he
right, because it
explained,
killed
like
his
a
wife.
wonky.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then that said son went into the mountains and started his own family. But they kind of kept to themselves, is what I was
right.
seeing, until, this family gets lost because the mom's got the map. And, ah! The mom drives me nuts. I love moms. I love my mom. But this mom is like, come on, lady, get it together.
They're all like that, and they
Uh,
scream. They scream
oh
all.
my
I'm
gosh.
like, oh my god, do you have to scream all the time?
The blonde chick, I was like, enough screaming. Okay, we get it.
Mhm.
Your screaming is not, no, you're in the desert, no one could come help you, please stop screaming. Like, I was
Right.
trying to watch it late at night and not wear headphones, because a scream like that on a film is really bothersome when you're wearing headphones. I was like, oh my gosh. So I took out the headphones, and then it was so loud. I'm like, someone's gonna call the cops. The mom from ET's in it.
Yes.
What's her
Also,
name?
she's the mom from Cujo.
Mm-hmm. Like, she's forever a mom. She's playing a young mom in this. She just had
Yes.
that baby,
Yes.
which I was trying to figure out who was who, because I felt like everyone is too intimate with each other to be brother and sister. Like,
Well,
there's some
yeah.
weird undertones, in my opinion, anyway.
Well, at first I was like, okay, so we got the mom and the dad. Okay. And then we
Mm-hmm.
got the other couple, which is the couple that has the baby. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I thought they were a couple, Bobby and the blonde girl. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, they're a couple. But then I was like, wait, are they brother and
The brother and
sister?
sister.
But what? But they're brother and
I
sister,
think
right?
yeah, with ET's mom is the sister,
Yeah. So
right?
it's like, that's what I thought. And I was trying to figure it
So
out. And I
weird.
was like, this is like way too intimate for just brother and sister. Like they're really
Yeah.
creepy, like close.
Oh, especially at the end, I felt like they were really, like, he's like, my brother's never held me in that way, like with my legs around him. That always disturbs me.
Right.
Um, but even with, like, I felt like the blonde was too close with the sister's husband. Like, there was some
Yeah.
weird energy going on, and maybe I was just reading into things, but
Maybe it was a sign of the times. Maybe they were like, it's the 70s. It's okay
I
to
got my
be
nipples out. I'm
close
screaming
knit
all the time.
family.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
But yes, it's based on a true story. You know how that goes.
Right. Well, it's based on what, like in Scotland, there were these cannibals or something that were eating people or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Wes
not going to
Craven's
rule
like, I
out that
love this story.
yeah, this could happen. I mean, I've driven the US a few times, a lot of times, and you get to some parts like this that could be creepy. And before
Mhm.
smartphones and, like great cell phone towers, because even 10 years ago, you used to lose service and it could get creepy like this. Now you're pretty solid, the whole US. But yeah, what would happen if you go off into the desert Granted, the guy at
Mhm.
the gas station told them not to do that. It's like he's literally, but who listens to anybody, I guess.
Right,
So
right. I think I would. Me and you were riding across country. Some creepy old dude in a gas station would be like, "Don't go out there." We'd be like, "Okay, we will not do that." And
yeah,
then,
it seems a little reckless of them, you know.
well, they wanted to go see their silver mine. I'm like, "Okay, no, you don't. You don't
Yeah,
need that. That's fine." And then
for their
somehow,
silver.
now what happened
Yeah.
with their car? How did it break down?
Didn't they like, because doesn't the map fly into the dad's face? And does he like launch into, I don't know. I feel like they wrecked. They wrecked.
They did,
And
but I
then,
thought it was like that the tire blew or something. Like they did, it was something that I was like, I feel like this could be fixed. But even
yeah,
then, like, how are you getting a tow truck out here? Like, what?
no, you're not. Like,
You're
that's the
not.
thing. They're
They're
screwed. So, what is the point of like them splitting up, which right there, breaking the rules? Like, you're all going to split up and think you're going to be back at it. You're sending like the old man dad. I get it. Dads are powerful, you know, and everything. But like, he's old and you're sending him on the furthest walk, you know?
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Or because he
It's
used to
too
be a
much for
cop,
me.
but of course he's got a
Oh,
bad
so
heart.
that makes him like,
So
yeah, the hero. I get it.
no,
But
don't do it. But yeah, I mean,
at least they
it's
had
just,
weapons. Like normally in movies like this, and probably because he was a cop, that's what they're gonna say is why he had a gun. But like, I feel like in these films, no one ever has a gun. Like, if you're taking
why
a
would
cross
you?
country
Why
trip
would
with your family,
you?
what? Okay, you know things happen on the road, and my family will always be stocked and ready to go. And
Good to
that's why,
know.
you know, oh
Good
yeah,
to
if a
know.
zombie apocalypse happens, go to my parents' house. Like you're
Oh
you're
my
you're
goodness
solid.
gracious.
But yes, so at least they were prepared. Then again, you're not really ever prepared for mutant mountain people or whatever these are. Because
Right.
what are
Yeah.
they?
So like when
They're eating the
this is what I
dogs.
got confused. So when he's explaining because he's explaining to the dad who shows up, right? The old dude is like, "Oh, well, it's like my son, so I know who it is." But the way he describes it isn't like I raised him and then went, "Good luck in the desert, man." He's like, he was a baby,
Yeah.
obviously it was a hard birth. The mom died. He blamed the kid because he's like, he's the devil because my wife died. But then he like took him out in the desert. The baby couldn't survive. What?
I mean, I think that's the thing, like why the kid is so strong, because like the baby survived. I think he was already a monster. Like, did he say it had teeth and stuff? Like, it wasn't a traditional baby, like, help, you know. I
Yeah, I
think
think
it
he was
was
like he was
already,
bigger or something, and I was
oh,
just
yeah,
like,
he said the weight or something in there.
yeah,
Like, it was already, like, not saying you could then survive. And, like, how did he, oh, he found, okay, it does explain that he found a normal woman, I think, kidnapped her and
right.
procreated. Because I was going to say, what? Is this more incest? Like, enough.
Which is like
But
the weird lady.
they're all weird. Like,
There, well,
I
yeah,
don't know. I mean, I guess
and then
that's
they
the
they
point.
all have planet names: Mars,
Yeah,
Jupiter,
Jupiter.
Pluto.
I guess because you're out there, you're like, I don't know, they're on another level.
Yeah, yeah, that they were. Okay, the movie is slow. Let's not lie. It's
Very,
1977. It is like, okay, can we hurry up? Can we hurry up?
and it's
Something good
not that
happened?
long.
It's
It feels
not.
long,
It's
and
not, but
it's
it
not
feels
that long.
forever. So they have these two German shepherds, Beauty and
Mhm.
Beast, and Beauty runs off. Okay, how are you just gonna let your dogs run? What, do you think they're kind of come back? I mean, Beast is like territorial, so
That
he's
was
like, I'm
the
protecting my family. But
that was the dumb blonde lady. She let him out. The blonde chick.
I
She opens the
know.
door. That's when Beauty ran away.
And
That
Beauty
was her
runs
man.
off, and then the dog dies, which they use a real dead dog in the
Oh yeah.
filming. They bought it from like the sheriff's
Here.
department. They didn't kill
Yeah,
it. They bought it
exactly.
from the
I was
sheriff's
like, they
department.
didn't kill it. Yeah, I think that's like
Yeah,
highly elite. ASPCA or somebody will come at PETA or something will come after you.
right.
Yeah, you definitely can't kill
But
animals for the sake of a film.
like there's a tarantula scene at the very beginning,
Yes.
which was
Ugh.
not in the script. They kind of like found the tarantula and then they stuck it. And I'm just like, okay, that's pretty quick for the tarantula to get in your trailer. I feel like it was really fast because they don't move fast. They're
Yeah.
slow moving.
I figured they were gonna do either a tarantula or a snake of some sort, just to like be like, ooh, there's danger anywhere you go.
Right,
And normally
right.
people go with the snake option. I feel like they could have done a scorpion where they are, but they found that tarantula. Yeah, like, and the fact that they saved it and then means it wasn't defanged or anything like that.
Right. They just put it on the jacket and she had to like take it outside. And I'd be like,
They
I open
claim she
that
didn't
door and I'd be
kill
like,
it.
nope.
Yeah, they claim she didn't kill it. Well,
Yeah,
no,
she said
because
she
then
didn't stomp on it.
no, you can't let it out of your sight, because then like all night long you're gonna be like thinking it's on you, like so she had to get rid of it. Not
Yes,
saying there
no,
couldn't
of
be
course.
5 more,
My only
but
issue is like in the scene that she's stomping on it, and I was like, ooh,
yeah.
ooh, because
Yeah.
I can't. I'm mean. I'm a horrible person. I will kill spiders that are in my house. I feel like you've been warned not to come in here, and you're here. So if you're small, I'll kill you. I did find
And
one that was like this big. It was massive. I
that's
can't.
not that big.
I can't crush on that. I can't. I have to capture you and send you out of the house
Oh
because
my god.
I can't stand that crunch sound.
I read, and I don't know how much this is true, is that it was shot on 16 millimeter film on cameras they borrowed from the California pornographic.
I read that too, which
I
doesn't
wonder if
surprise
that's
me.
true.
I
But
think it would be true because Wes Craven started off with making pornos. So
yeah,
I have no
so it
doubt
makes
that that
sense.
is true. I'm like, that sounds right. That sounds
Well,
correct.
good. That's resourceful. And it was originally rated X, which is now what's called NC-17,
Yeah.
which I believe, because I'm sure there was what they cut out was probably comparable to what I was disgusted with in the remake. I would think like there's probably rape and stuff, but I don't know for sure because I was reading
Right.
about the ending, and I watched a different ending. I watched the more wholesome ending where they're holding
Which was the
hands with the
original.
girl.
Well, I think it is like the original one where they kill the girl watches in horror and she kills her like brother or whatever he is. I don't even know.
Yeah,
And then the sister and brother at the end are like hugging. I don't know. So it's
yeah.
like, oh, we're saved. And it was like, you're not. You're still in the desert,
And your parents are dead. Like they just
right?
don't care about the poor parents. They're like, whatever, we survived. Let's leave the mom on a chair. Like terrible kids. Terrible kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Also, the guy behind you,
Michael Barrymore.
Michael Barrymore, he has a lot of birth defects that he was born with. So he is not unable to grow hair and teeth and fingernails and sweat glands. So he had a hell of a time during the production of this because they're in the desert. It's like 120 during the day, 30 at night. So anytime they finished shooting, they had to cover him up
Oh yeah,
to make sure
I
he
believe
didn't
it.
dehydrate or get really ill but he said that it was a dream come true for him because he loves scary movies and he became an
Oh,
icon for
he's
scary movies.
of course, like he found his niche. He's a great character actor. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
everyone knows his face. How are you gonna
Yeah.
forget that guy? And yeah, he's brilliant in this. Because
Mm-hmm.
it was filmed. I know we're using it for Nevada, but it was filmed in Victorville in California. So very similar temperature to where I'm from in El Centro, like 120, 122 in the summer. Just disgusting. You need to sweat. It's one of those like instant sweat kind of situations. So if you can't sweat, how's your body going to cool off? I imagine he had a heat stroke daily. I think that's what they said. No,
Right.
I think they
I
said
love
that.
that he's like right over your shoulder
Yeah, I
in
moved
the
over
picture.
so he could be right next to me. We're
I
doing this
love it.
together. In this
Obviously.
together. Uh,
It's a dream man right
yes,
there.
of course. Look at how cute is that little
I
portrait?
know. It's adorable. Love
Something
it.
wrong with
I
it.
love it.
My favorite part is when because clearly she's the daughter of the mutant mountain people is what I'm going to call them, right?
Ruby,
Yeah,
right?
Ruby. Yeah, Ruby. She switches the baby out for the little pig. I love that to give them time to run away. She runs away with baby
Right.
Katie.
And then I was just like, how much time does that buy you though? Like, let's be honest. Like, he walked really outside the cave and opened it and was like, ah. And I'm like,
Well, I mean, how did he not figure out it wasn't a baby? I feel like it would have been like squeal,
The
you know, because
squealing
pigs
and
don't
moving around
oink,
a little
oink,
bit.
oink.
No, they squeal. I
I
don't
love
like
pigs.
pigs.
What? I love
No,
pig. My piggy. I
dude.
love
I
pigs.
went.
And in this Michael Berryman, but like he sticks out of my head when they show his cut Achilles heel. Do you remember that part? Because that's
Gross.
great special effects makeup. I know. It's like, oh, cringe
But
worthy, but
is
also
it really like that? Because from Pet Cemetery, it didn't look like that when they cut that. It wasn't sticking out like a bone.
I like that you're comparing. Well, he's a different kind of person. They come,
Literally, he's got cartilage
but
and bone as Achilles heel. It's not a tendon. It's
and
totally
the
different.
devil dog, which is why I'm wearing my Devil's jersey, is what ends up killing him, right? Or he gets away.
Is the devil dog? Yeah. No, the German
He's
Shepherd
like
does.
devil dog. Devil
Dude,
dog.
what is with their voices? I was so bothered. I was more bothered by how they spoke.
Yeah.
The entire time than I
Because
was
that's
like
how they're showing you they're
anything.
scary mutant people. They can't just sound normal. What's normal
Right.
anyway? You
And then the
know?
one guy had sharp teeth, like they were all filed or whatever. His teeth are perfect, by the way, his veneers. But if you look, he smiles and it's all wing,
Yeah.
bing.
Is that the same guy with the split nose, or is that
Yes,
something
yes.
else? Yeah. I
That's
was just staring at that the whole
Jupiter, I think.
time.
With that
I
Jupiter.
was like,
I
how is he
was
breathing?
I was like, did he just get this cut? Or is this like old cut and it just looks gross? Or what
Or
is
did it happen? I don't know. I tried to figure that out. Not hard, obviously, but I think it happened during the movie, right? Did it
there
show
was
it?
a scene that they cut out because Michael Berryman was like,
Oh.
nope, I'm not doing it. We're not
Oh,
filming
what
that.
was he supposed to do?
There was supposed to be a scene where Jupiter cannibalizes the baby.
Oh,
And
okay.
Michael was like,
Yeah.
nope, I
No.
will not be a part of that. So Wes Craven is like, okay, we'll just take that out then. We'll just
Yeah.
take that whole thing out. But he
Yeah.
was
I
like,
feel like
nope,
if
I'm
you
not even
can't,
filming it.
yeah, you can't mutilate babies. It's not cool.
Well, that was why I almost walked out of the remake. Was
Did
because
they rape the baby?
they don't, not
Am
the
I
baby. They
imagining
rape
that?
no, you're imagining that. They
Okay.
rape the mom for
I
sure.
think I
And
read
then
a
I think
story
they
about
kill
that.
her. And then they take the baby and like they come really close to like eating the baby. Like they're like right
Okay.
about to cut into, and I was like, I have
Or
to
do they
leave.
breastfeed off the mom? Was that it? Do they?
There is some grossness going
There
on
was
with the
something I
remake.
remember. Yeah, like I saw it in the theater and I probably sitting in the front row like an idiot. And I was like, oh, gross. Like, and I wanted to leave. And for something to make me feel like that, it has to be pretty bad. Because I watched
I came this
Demented
close
stuff.
to walking out. I was like, I'm gonna leave. I can't watch this movie anymore. And and I'm the one who puts up with a whole bunch of like I'll watch a horrible movie all the way to the end, hoping there's a twist. Like there has to be payoff at the end of this. Like there has to be. Now sometimes there's not, and then I feel very stupid for I should have just left. But
like any A24 scary movie. Thank you very much. Midsummer.
Or Hereditary that we just did last week. Or whatever.
Okay, how many Michael Barrymores do you give it?
You know what? In comparison to the remake, I like this one more, like 100% more. I hated the remake. I'm like, ugh, who did this? Stop it. But this one, it is slow. I would say 3. I give it 3 Michael Berrymans.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because it's such a classic, and it's I mean, it's shot very well for what it is. You know, like a desert movie feels like a home movie, which it's supposed to. It's supposed to be scary in that way.
Right.
And the characters are good, minus the screaming lady. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3. We're gonna agree for once. Until next time.
I guess. Okay, well, follow us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and like, subscribe, share us with your friends if you think we're funny. That's what as we think we're funny. You know,
clearly.
Share us with your friends. Share us with anyone else who likes horror films that would enjoy a good, you know, us talking shit about your favorite horror films.
Struggling.
On the struggle bus at all times. We are on the struggle bus, and then Shaylin will come in and swoop down and save us all.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Well, she
Sometime.
helps me because words with
Okay.
smartness.
Bye. Michael Barrymore says bye. Look, it's his arm. Bye. For you. Yeah,
I can't.
now you do
I
it.
can't. I will do it now. Okay.
It was like the perfect little match.
Right. And I'm so confused on parts of it. Just like why? Okay, so if the dad of these mutants or whatever he was a kid when he was thrown into the desert or a baby, they seem pretty intelligent.
Yeah.
Like they seem
mean-
pretty intelligent. They know how to work walkie-talkies. They know how to do things. I'm like, I'm confused.
Maybe they've been secretly watching. But is there a town or no? It's just that old man that lives there.
It's just like the old man who works at the gas station.
You
who
can't
turned
read
out to
too
be like
much into
grandpa
it.
or whatever. I just got so confused with that. I was like, you guys don't seem stupid. Like you seem pretty intelligent.
They try and make them seem uneducated because he's like, what is he repeating the whole time? Like he says things, he's like not speaking proper English. You know, the kid's like, that, what does he say? Chubby baby, chubby mom. He keeps saying something.
They say
supposed
something.
to, I think that's supposed to be like childish talk or something.
I don't know, but I got really confused with some of it, and I was like, you guys seem to be pretty okay in the smartness here because you guys are you know how to work walkie-talkies. The smartness. I'm speaking like them now, and